Second free throw good. 59 to 45. Shot there doesn't go. Rebound comes down to McPherson. 31 seconds left to go. Another foul, it looks like, on the Tigers. It's going to be on Spencer. His second. I believe we've had a little bit of a hiccup with our broadcast here. Hopefully we're back on and going as the Tigers are going to get some subs here. 30.2 seconds to go, 59 to 45. Fort Scott has given a whale of a contest here today to the McPherson Bullpups. And we will get those substitutions as Fort Scott's going to get some seniors out here so they can get some. Do Rocco Lafredo, Spencer Goldston, and Cal Cousins, the three seniors on this team, coming out for the Tigers. And now Dub Chipman will check out as well. Rocco Lafredo's already come out. The Tigers get Malachi Larson back in. They will also have Dexter Williams on the floor now. Finnegan McGee is out there as well. So everybody on the bench getting in for the Tigers here. Bullpups doing the same thing as they lead it now 61 to 45. The final score is not going to be indicative of the way this game played out for the Tigers. This was a 5-point game 2 minutes ago. And now McPherson has made some free throws here at the end and has pushed that score out 61 to 45. Three-pointer coming from Dirks. That one goes. So Kegler trying to get that back to respectable a little bit here. 7 seconds left to go. McPherson just needs to bring it across the timeline, and they will do so. But I tell you what a season for the Fort Scott Tiger boys this year. They did things that I don't know a lot of people in Southeast Kansas thought they could do. 3 seniors, 6 players, and they made it to the state championship, or state tournament, as they were sub-state champions, beating Tonganoxie at home, going on the road back to Chanute, a place that they've had struggles with for many years. Get things done in Chanute over the Blue Comets, come here to the state tournament. This was a 5-point game with the McPherson Bullpups, a team that is very, very possibly going to win the state tournament on Saturday. This was a 5-point game with 2 minutes left. The final score is not indicative of that because of some free throws there at the end by McPherson. But what a game for the Tigers. What a season for the Fort Scott Tigers as they come here to the state tournament and make their presence known. 4 of the 8 teams had 20 wins coming into this state tournament. Fort Scott, the 8th seed, was 16 wins, and they gave a near perfect account of themselves here this afternoon at the state tournament. As, again, the final score does not look great if you're just looking at the final score, but this was a 5-point game with 2 minutes to go, and McPherson was able to hit some free throws down the stretch and push the lead out. But Fort Scott gave a phenomenal account of themselves, and they put in a great effort to play here today, just coming up a little bit on the short end. So again, your final score, McPherson 61 and Fort Scott 48. Let's run through. Again, we've got some phenomenal sponsors this year, had some phenomenal sponsors all year long. First of all, Kenny Felt Photography has come on to sponsor your your state tournament coverage here at the Tony's Pizza Event Center in Salina. And Kenny Felt Photography is the place to go to have all those precious moments captured. Contact Kenny to schedule your next photography session today at 620-719-0249, or you can find him online at kennyfelt.com. Proud supporter of the Fort Scott Tigers and Lady Tigers. Also, again, we've had phenomenal sponsors all year long. This has been a great thing for me and our family to be able to come in here and bring you these ball games. We want to give you, we want to give everybody in Fort Scott an opportunity to watch these games as in the easiest way possible and in the best way possible. And unfortunately, we couldn't do video here at the state tournament, but still being able to broadcast it and bring these games to you, it has been fun for me. It has been a blast for me, and it has been a great. It's been great, the support that we've gotten, both through sponsorships and viewers, and it's been awesome. So again, I just want to thank all of our sponsors that have been with us, especially those that have been with us all year. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact Jamie by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. State Farm agent Cale Nelson is your local agent for home and auto. Contact Cale for a quote by visiting Cale's website at calenelson.com or give Cale a call at 620-224-2828. Joey Fritter is a loan officer with Open Mortgage. Open Mortgage is a multi-channel mortgage lender believing that better is possible, constantly striving to bring a better mortgage experience to everyone. Joey can assist you in buying a home from start to finish. Our office is located at 1 East Wall Street in Fort Scott, so call today to get pre-qualified for a home loan at 620-644-8146. Highway 3 has modern personalized fleece name blankets along with fun and unique personalized gifts. You can also now find Highway 3 products at several retail stores in the area. For more information, follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check out their website, shophighway3.com. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management Financial Advisor. Contact Chad for more information by phone at chad@1842wealth.com. Excuse me, let me do that again. Contact Chad by email at chad@1842wealth.com or call 620-215-9240. H2 Painting LLC, the right way the first time. Look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/H2PaintingSEK or call them at 620-605-2769. And Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. And a few extra reasons to thank Liberty Savings as well. That's my day job, and the folks there have been very gracious all year long, but especially this weekend to let us come out here and do the state tournament. So a huge thanks to Mark Lewis, David Lewis, and Amanda McNutt and Jolene Crystal for filling in for me, taking one for the team, and helping out and making sure we can come out here and cover the state tournament. It has been a phenomenal experience this whole year. Excited to be here, excited to be able to bring these to you for the Tigers here. And again, the final score, not what you want as a Tiger fan, obviously. It's final score is 61-48 in favor of the McPherson Bullpups. But again, this was a 5-point game with 2 minutes to go. McPherson hit some free throws down the stretch to push that lead out and take hold of the game. But the Tigers gave a phenomenal account of themselves here. And it's one of those things, if you weren't playing a team that was 22-0 and the number 1 seed at the state tournament, you probably feel like you win the game. I mean, honestly. But this is a stacked team and a stacked tournament. As, again, we had 4 teams on the boys' side with at least 20 wins. And the 5th and 6th seeds both had 19 wins. So 7, Rock Creek at 18-4, and Fort Scott was the 8th seed at 16-6. So it was a tough tournament to get into, and the Tigers got here and made a very good account of themselves. So Fort Scott, I know you're going to look at that score and you're thinking, man, if we could have just pulled off the win, what might have come later on this weekend. But I tell you what, this was a great, not that you want it to end in the quarterfinals, but a great season with a great, just a great effort from these guys. And I can't be more proud myself of the Tiger boys as they come up on the short end here tonight. But again, still a great effort. Dirks Kegler led the Tigers in points tonight with 13. Let's see here. Cannon Brown had 11, so a good night for Cannon. That matches his season high, I believe, for the season. Rocco Lafredo had 10. And then Spencer Goldston ended the night with 8, ended the game with 8, and Dub Chipman had 6. Excuse me. That all adds up, of course, to the 48 for the Tigers. McPherson did end up with a 20-point score. I wondered if that was going to happen today, but Caden Thompson ends right at 20. And then Corey Mueller had 10, Owen Pyle with 11. They also had Gabe Pyle with 8, and Gavin Weddle with 6, and then Ian Razik also had 6 for the McPherson Bullpups. For the Tigers, of course, they had Cal Cousins started the game, started both halves, played about 7 minutes in this one for Fort Scott. But he did not score. Also, Malachi Larson got in, Finnegan McGee got in, and Dexter Williams also got in. None of them scored tonight, but again, they got on the floor and got their name in the program as playing at the state tournament. So, again, a tough finish to this one, but a great season for the Tiger boys nonetheless, as they come up on the short end here tonight. 61-48 your final score as Fort Scott loses. We will be back tomorrow as the Lady Tigers will play at 6 o'clock against Bishop Miege in the state semifinals. So we'll be here tomorrow for that one, and then we'll be here on Saturday for the girls, whether they play in the championship game at 4 or the third place game at noon on Saturday. So we'll be right back here again tomorrow. So don't, if you're still at home, if you're still in Fort Scott, excuse me, or anywhere else. I know we've had some folks watching and listening from other parts of the globe as well. If you're not able to get here to Salina, we will have the coverage for you tomorrow here on Duckbait TV as well. Again, audio only, but we will have that for you as the Lady Tigers play at 6 o'clock tomorrow night in the semifinals against Bishop Miege. Well, for my dad, who's helped me out all year long, Willie Abady, he was here, obviously not on the camera tonight, but he was helping me with some stats and helping us go here this week as well as all year. A huge thanks to him and my family, my wife and my kids for letting me come out here and do this. It has been a great experience for me. And I can't believe it. We started this company not even a year ago, and we're already here doing a state tournament. So excited for that. Of course, couldn't do that without the Tigers making it to the state tournament, obviously. So that's part of it. But just a lot of fun for me. And so a huge thanks and shout out to my family, my wife, DeLynn, obviously my kids, Max, Arlie, and now Drake that's come along this year. And, of course, my mom, who's helped us out, my in-laws, everybody back home for their support, and all the Duckbaits, all of you tuning in. You guys make this go. We could not do this if you didn't tune in to us and support us that way. So a huge thanks, again, to all of our sponsors and to all of our viewers and listeners because, again, this is something that we're doing for you, and you have supported us, and we're very, very happy and proud for that. So excited to see what's in store for the Lady Tigers coming up tomorrow. As again, they will play at 6 o'clock tomorrow night here at the Tony's Pizza Event Center in Salina. Again, if you can't make it out here to Salina, we will have the coverage for you on Duckbait TV. We'll start that coverage about 5 till 6 or so. Again, they will not start the game until 6. They could start after 6 if they needed to, but they will not start until 6. So again, we will have that coverage start about 5:55 or so tomorrow evening, and bring you the girls' semifinal game as they will play Bishop Miege for the chance to go to the state championship game on Saturday. So looking forward to that. Join us again tomorrow here on Duckbait TV. And again, thanks again to everybody for tuning in. We know you have many options when watching and listening to the Tigers and Lady Tiger basketball teams, but thanks for joining us here on Duckbait TV.